So, I was thinking of talking about finances and basically what my plans are for the coming year. Hopefully, I'll be able to work in a job and some steady means of income because it's been real difficult scrounging and fighting for the funds to do what I've done this past year and a half with the garden and with the garage and just clean everything out and get some stuff for for it. But to make it look nice, to make it look have an acceptable level of beauty. And to me, that's really important, and it's something that, if you're going to live somewhere, you got to have a certain level of beauty wherever you live, however big, however small it is. Right? It has to be beautiful in its entirety. And I was working on that really quite a bit. It took a year and a half, and probably could have taken a month, but it's difficult to do sometimes. But yeah, hopefully. I mean, one of the things is that I can't even. I was thinking recently trying to keep $200 on hand in case of emergencies. Have it somewhere in the house or somewhere in the room that I have some amount of money in case an emergency came up. But that is very much too difficult for me to do right now. It's just, I don't have that much money coming in. My Uber work has just sort of become really stressful with the, driving a stick shift in this San Francisco city is just rough. And I haven't wanted to do that in the recent period, and that's my only, sort of consistent means of getting funds at this point. Hopefully at some point I'll get a new work and be able to make it work and make it last. But it's difficult. There's still other things I want to buy. There always is. It's a materialistic world. There's always improvements to be made. But most of the stuff has been conquered in the past year. So, but yeah, most people can't get that. That was it $400 if there's a $400 emergency? It was a NBC story in 2013 where they talk about most people cannot pay that, could not gather together $400 if they needed to. And I was thinking, like, okay, $200 in the house in case of emergencies, but then, if there's ever an emergency with the car, I'd like to have, $2,000 in the bank just to make sure I, can afford any, repairs to the car that need to happen. But that's not the case. I don't have that right now. So it's just a, and I don't know this, and I know this really isn't totally my fault. It's the economy, the way things are. Of course, it's somewhat my fault, my mistakes, my difficulties with getting and maintaining work. But yeah, there's got to be something for the next year. Some things have got to break. I've tried to set up the means to make those breaks, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I feel like even at this point, even if I lost everything and had nothing, was forced to move out and buy an RV or rent an RV and live inside that, it would I'd be able to do that and carve out a small area that would look beautiful around it. And obviously that is a terrible plan, and I should hopefully never have to do that. But it's comforting to know that if it did come to that, I could do that. But yeah, hopefully better things in the year to come. And I really couldn't think of much else to say for this video, so I'm just gonna ramble on for 5 minutes. But